Hey guys, Skylar here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how to prepare for a rabbit because I'm getting mine on Sunday and today is actually Friday, so I have to wait a little bit. On Sunday I'm getting her at 1 o'clock and I will do a video on my new rabbit because I probably won't know what to name her, him or her. So the first thing you need to do is you have to know a little bit about rabbits. So rabbits they're like all breeds, all kinds of breeds. I don't know their breeds and stuff like that. Not their breeds. I'm not sure, but like they have all kinds. They have like really big ones with like humongous ears, and then like you have very small ones with like small ears, stuff like that. But the one I'm getting, it's a really hard name to pronounce, which my mom told me last night because actually a breeder who is my mom's friend is giving us one for like $25, which she knew was a pretty good deal. So the first thing you're going to need to do is actually get their pellets. Actually, that is not the first thing you need to do. You have to know what spot and like kind of like guard some things off and like think of the spaces that you want to be blocked off so they do not go into it. This area that I'm in is going to be the area blocked off and because like there's a whole bunch of like personal things like some like folders over here and then like a stool, and I don't want to get trapped, and then like I have my little clothes rack which has some clothes on it, and then like my gerbil's like right behind me, and I don't want her or him to like come over here and be like trying to jump on top of the cage and probably break it because this little cover breaks really easy. So we had to buy I almost had to buy another one because my brother sat on it. Not good. So for rabbit, really small can do that, and it can pretty break it, and they could probably like go inside and then hurt the gerbil or hurt anything else. Be quiet. Okay, so as I keep saying, you're gonna need to make sure you block under the bed and like in the closet or any area that has like fabric. It smells really good. Or like paper that you really need, or like bottles, stuff like that. Kind of like keep them away from like your other pet's food and stuff like that, and keep them away from your clothing, which I think it will be pretty hard for me because I have clothing everywhere all the time. So the second thing is to find a spot, kind of like rearrange your room to make sure it's like a big enough spot, at least so like when you're sleeping and like you wake up and like you have no clue where she is or something, you can either like look in her cage to make sure she's there, he or she is there. So I'm putting her like that's like right here. And there's a wall like right there, and there's a door on the right. So I'm putting it right by the door and near my TV, so I can see him or her to make sure that they're alive and stuff like that. That's mostly the obvious. Okay, so the next thing I also want to do is make sure you have like all like the stuff that you obviously need. So you're obviously gonna need food, which is like the pellets that they have. It's like just hay and like a pellet and like some other like fibers. Hay. You do need bedding. You also don't need bedding, but I'm using the same bedding for the rabbit, or I think I'm going to use the cedar chips or the wood shavings, whatever. It actually depends, but I think I may just go with the paper pet bedding instead, so it helps a lot. You will need you can either use a bowl, which I don't have a bowl with me right now, like a heavy glass bowl, so like they can't tip it over for food, and also for water if you want to do that with the water. Because the water, they can tip it over, water can get everywhere, and it will stink. Trust me. Like, it smells like the urine, the poop, and all that stuff added. Just like, plug your nose. And so, yeah, that will not be good for the whole entire thing. So you're also going to need to figure out, like, what size cage you're getting. Make sure it's a bit smaller than that little area, because you don't want to like chewing on the walls, chewing on like other furniture or stuff like that and whatnot. And you also, if you have carpet, they don't always poop on carpet. It only depends on like if they're used to you they're like, oh, I don't need to do this because this is where I live. I need to poop in there in my litter box. Yes, you can also need a litter box if you want to train them, which I do want to train them because I don't want a whole bunch of mess and stuff like that. So, yeah. And if you want to, like, if you're, like, a big outside person, I'm not, but, like, when I want to, like, take her out for a walk, you need to be quiet. If you want to take them out for a walk or anything like that, get the little leash or the harness with the little lead and just take them out for a little hop. Hop, 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 hop. I can't take Blondie out for it because she's too small, and snakes and stuff like that can either eat them really quick and, like, one little bite. Especially with dogs. Dogs will literally eat her, and plus, like, I did that once and took her to the bus stop with my little sister, and I put her on the floor, and she almost got hit by a car because, yeah, which is really bad for me to say in front of this, but I'm kind of fine with saying it. The thing you're also going to need to know is, like, get some, like, shampoo, at least a special spray or shampoo that you can use so you can clean them up and keep them cleaned and stuff like that, so they're not dirty and they don't smell, but they are always pretty clean. Clean your cage at least once a week because they poop and pee a whole bunch, and you know, like, that's not really good and stuff like that. But if you get the litter box, clean that out once a day, just dump it out in the trash can. Put, like, you can put toilet paper in it if you don't want to waste the bedding. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.